As Ken Kraetzer in Washington, D.C. at the conference of the Professional Association for Customer Engagement. Heard a very good presentation this morning on working on cases that result in the call center, contact center industry. Sergei Lemberg, an attorney, a plaintiff attorney out of Stamford, Connecticut, right near us, gave a great presentation. And Sergei, one of the things that really struck me was how companies can avoid lawsuits, litigations. A lot of it is just to be polite with customers.
Well, I've always felt that there's a lot of common sense that gets missed that results in the lawsuits being filed. One of the primary sources of plaintiffs for us is people who are upset about the way they've been treated. And that's true for telemarketing cases, that's true for debt collection cases, and that's true for wrong number cases, that's true for fair debt collection cases as well. I think that there's some additional effort needs to be made to ensure that call centers to be sued less, treat people with more respect, more dignity, apologize when they've reached the wrong person, and just generally kind of behave on the phone as if they were in a local Starbucks and happen to step on somebody's foot.
Absolutely. And if you would, just tell us about, you mentioned a couple of situations, robocalls, auto dialers, that are causing a lot of the cases, a lot of unhappy people that end up calling your law firm and others. Just tell us about some of the situations that are probably preventable many times that are causing a lot of actions and class actions.
Robocalls for the wrong person. That's a classic situation that's preventable. I think 90% of those cases would probably never happen if the call center agents had the presence of mind to treat the recipient of the call with respect, to apologize for inconveniencing them, and committing to rectifying the situation and then actually rectifying it. Most of those cases, calls early in the morning, calls late at night, tend to aggravate people more than calls at work tend to aggravate people as well.
Absolutely. And if you would, just tell us about your firm up in Stamford, Connecticut.
We have grown. We have 22 staff members now, 10 lawyers. We do nothing but consumer protection cases, and we focus on TCPA, FDCPA, lemon law, automobile fraud, and class action litigation, primarily in the TCPA arena. We've also done a smattering of other things, but this is the heart of the practice.
Absolutely. Sergei Lemberg, Lemberg Law up in Stamford, Connecticut. I thought you had great points today in your presentation, and thank you for talking with us at PACE.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. This is Ken Kraetzer for CBSI and PACE, the Professional Association for Customer Engagement, from our nation's capital in Washington, D.C.